Hello, my name is Lindsey from Glows Coaching and welcome to another of Lindsey's Lightbulb Moments. And before we begin, I'd just like to say thank you all to all of you that regularly watch my Lightbulb Moments, and a special warm hello to Dan. Hi Dan, who quite often will watch my Lightbulb Moments and give me a little wave, so I thought I'd wave back to you today, Dan. So this week's Lightbulb Moment is about a subject that quite often comes up with my clients, and it's about conflict with other people, be it at work or at home. It could be like a family member. And I want to share a story with you, and I've changed some of the details to protect my client, and they do know I'm talking about this week. And I'm going to call the person Simon. Simon was a solicitor and he was very unhappy in his work. He really didn't enjoy it. But when he was at home, he'd get straight into the garden and he'd love to grow plants and dig and grow vegetables. And it was like he was like in the moment. And what he really wanted to do was give up being a solicitor and starting his own business as a gardener. And he worked out with his wife that would fit in with their lifestyle as well. But one of his family members was really against this. You know, it's giving him up a professional job to go and do gardening. What was he thinking about? And every time he was with this family member, he would get really uptight and it would upset him. And in fact, it was undermining him as well. It was lowering his confidence levels. So we had a coaching session, and I got him to imagine that he was in the shoes of this other person. Where were they coming from? What were their values? And it was interesting because before I did this video, you know, I started thinking about this, and it reminded me of the very first professional development book that I read, which was Stephen Covey's 7 Habits for Effective People. And I first read this 15 years ago. And habit number 5 is seek first to understand, then be understood. And it's a brilliant chapter, so if you do have this book, I suggest you reread habit number 5. So what I got him to do was seek first to understand this family member. Think about their life. Think about what their upbringing was, what was important to them. And he had a real light bulb moment because he suddenly realised that they were coming from a place of love. They wanted the best for him, and they had worked really hard so that he could have the education that they didn't. And when he was with them, he was really miserable, and so that was getting them quite frustrated as well. So he realised that all he could do was be responsible for his own behaviour, and he couldn't change them. All he could do was change how he was when he was with them. And he said it was like he suddenly realised that he had to take responsibility to really understand where they're coming from and then actually change his behaviour. And seek first to understand and then be understood. It's a great tip also in business. So if you're negotiating for a large contract, then really seek first to understand what your client wants. What are their values? What are the things that they really need, so that you can give them a service offering that really works for them. And it's amazing when you start asking them questions of what they want, how that can really benefit your business relationship as well. So seek first to understand and then be understood. A great tip from Stephen Covey and also from myself. So that's Lindsey from Glows Coaching, empowering you to shine. and I very much look forward to speaking with you next week. Thank you. Bye.